Have you ever looked at a trading chart and felt like you were staring at a foreign language? What if I told you it's not just numbers and lines, but a living, breathing map of human emotion? A reflection of our collective hopes and fears, playing out in real time. Today, we're going beyond technical analysis. We're diving deep into the psychology of the market, exploring how you can learn to read its hidden language, just like a top-tier intelligence operative. Let's start with a concept called collective memory. Imagine a vast stadium filled with thousands of people. If someone shouts fire, a wave of panic spreads instantly. The market is just like that stadium, when thousands, or even millions, of traders act on the same emotion, whether it's greed for a soaring stock or fear of a sudden drop. They create powerful emotional waves. These waves aren't invisible. They leave distinct footprints on the charts. They form the patterns, the peaks, and the valleys you see every day. A trader who understands this can start to sense the rhythm of the collective unconscious. You begin to feel when the crowd is on the verge of euphoria, ready to push a price to irrational highs. You can also sense when panic is about to set in, creating a waterfall of selling. It's about learning to distinguish a genuine market shift, driven by real emotion, from a manipulative false signal designed to trap the unwary. It's like being a sailor who can feel the deep ocean currents, while everyone else is just watching the ripples on the surface. You're no longer just reacting to the noise. You're synchronizing with the true frequency of the market. So, how do you tune into this frequency? This brings us to our second, more intriguing concept: the role of intuition, often symbolized by the pineal gland, or the third eye. Now, before you dismiss this as pure mysticism, let's look at the science. Physiologically, the pineal gland helps regulate our sleep-wake cycles, but for centuries, esoteric traditions have viewed it as an antenna for subtle information, a gateway to a deeper level of perception. Think about those moments when you're in the zone, in a state of flow. Your mind is calm, free from the chatter of fear and anxiety. You're fully present. In this state, your brain operates differently. It shifts from slow, linear, logical thinking to processing information holistically. This is when your intuition kicks in. You don't asterisk. Think asterisk, the market is going to turn. You asterisk, feel asterisk. You sense the right moment to enter or exit a trade. Not because an indicator told you to, but with a sudden, unexplainable clarity. This isn't magic. It's the neurophysiology of a peak performance state. Your brain stops trying to solve a math problem and starts reading the story between the lines, seeing the whole picture at once. It's about cultivating a mindset where you can access this state of heightened awareness on demand. This leads us directly to our third pillar: the methods of real intelligence operatives. What does James Bond have to do with trading? More than you think. A top spy and a successful trader share the exact same mission: to see the truth hidden behind a wall of illusion and disinformation. They both have to operate with ice-cold logic in high-stakes environments. Let's break down the parallels. An intelligence agent uses open-source intelligence, piecing together news, reports, and public data to build a complete picture. A trader does the same, analyzing news events, CEO interviews, and even the flow of market orders to understand what's really driving the price. An agent must read body language and context to understand someone's true intentions. A trader must learn to read the market's body language to the structure of candlesticks, the volume spikes, the subtle hesitations before a big move. Crucially, both must separate their emotions from their analysis. An agent can't let personal feelings cloud their judgment in a dangerous situation. A trader must learn to not identify with their trades. A losing trade doesn't make you a failure, and a winning trade doesn't make you a genius. It's just data. By detaching emotionally, you maintain the discipline to stick to your plan. And finally, both must maintain absolute calm under pressure. Imagine an agent defusing a bomb. They can't panic. They have to act with methodical, cold-blooded precision. A trader faces a similar test during extreme market volatility. When everyone else is panicking and selling, or greedily buying at the top, the trader operative remains calm, sees the opportunity, and acts decisively, without fear. This isn't about being emotionless. It's about being in control of your emotions, using them as information rather than letting them control you. So, how does this all tie together into a powerful, unified strategy? Let's connect the dots. First, you use the concept of collective memory to understand the emotional landscape of the market. You're not just looking at prices. You're seeing the map of the crowd's psyche. You're identifying the zones where fear and greed are likely to peak. Second, you cultivate your intuition, your pineal gland perception to tune into this emotional frequency. Through mindfulness and focus, you train your brain to move beyond pure logic and perceive the holistic patterns and subtle shifts that others miss. This is your internal guidance system. Third, you apply the disciplined techniques of an intelligence operative. You use open source analyses to build your case. You simulate the crowd's next move, and you maintain complete emotional detachment and cold-blooded execution, especially when the pressure is on. This is your operational framework. When you integrate these three branches, something remarkable happens. You stop being a passive participant who gets tossed around by the market's waves. You become a trader intelligence operative. You see the market not as a random, chaotic machine, but as a dynamic, psychological system. You read it like a psychic map of humanity. This integrated approach allows you to anticipate major turning points, sniff out manipulative traps set by bigger players, and strategically position yourself to capitalize on the predictable, emotional behavior of the crowd. You're no longer just trading the chart. You're trading human nature itself. This is the ultimate edge. Seeing what everyone else sees, but understanding what they don't. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the market's mind. If this perspective resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the obvious. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, trade smart and stay sharp.